So, hey team, welcome to our weekly Team Perseverance team call. My name is Dave Atkins, a founding coach of Team Perseverance. There's some new faces on here, some veterans on here. I know I'm going to see Maria smile because I'm looking right at her. There it is. Some new coaches on here, so I'm excited to have this call with you guys. It's a time to have training, announcements, some recognition, and to kind of go over some latest news. It's what's going on, and to keep ourselves, quote unquote, consistent since doing these calls since 2013. I'm super excited about. But first, I want to go over a couple of announcements with some things that are going on. Number one, the most important, guys, is Coach Summit. Coach Summit, have you got your ticket? Next year, it's going to be in Indianapolis. So we always say that the most important thing is one of the most important things is getting to live events, and the biggest event of the year is Coach Summit. So right now, the tickets are still discounted. I know many coaches, including myself, Coach Summit was the turning point for their business, as I believe it was. I can think of one coach right now, Stacy Fulgenzi, that absolutely has turned her business around, blowing it up right this very second from going to Summit. So if you have not got your ticket yet, get to CoachSummit.com and secure your ticket. I'd love to see in the comments who got their ticket. So comment in there if you got it. I hope to see everybody's name popping up, but let's just see some names. So that's the first announcement. Second is our challenge group started this week. Our August challenge group, as we head into the new school year for so many of us that have kids and have things going on. So we're heading forward with that. That's the second thing. The third thing, guys, is I did see and hear that the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack is staying at $160. It was supposed to be ending the end of this month, but that has been extended indefinitely. So that's going on. And then the last but not least is I just want to get into some quick recognition. Oh, before I forget, guys, Super Saturday is coming up the weekend of September. Chris, what is the date? 23rd, right?
For Super Saturday?
Yeah. September 23rd is Super Saturday. So if you go to the back office under events, under news and training, under events, under that tab, there should be a list. They're going to start having more locations. They're in every state throughout the country, as well as Puerto Rico and Canada. So make sure you're getting to a Super Saturday. They used to be quarterly. Now they're 3 times a year. So Coach Summit's the biggest event. Super Saturdays are the, I'm going to say, quarterly events that are put on near you. So make sure you find a location and you get yourself to a Super Saturday. So next, guys, I want to get right into some recognition, and then we're going to get right into tonight's team call. So let me just pull this up for a second. All right, guys, so week leg team volume for the week of August 10th through August 16th. In the 300 club, we have Darlene Champ, Melanie Yoakum, Michelle Della Sala, Lisa Marr, Mary Pasilia, Sydney Larice, Elena Mingione, Gina Strecco, and Mike Holdman. In the 500 club, Shannon Larice, Jennifer Holdman, Maureen Garrett, Bob Strecco, Mary Palumbo, and Kelly Della Vecchia. In the 1,000 club, Denise Brobson, Stacy Larice, My Second Business Center, Tony Carlucci, Sharice Nolson, Jeff Nolson, Lindsay Kaufman, and Devin Wheaton. In the 2,000 club, we have Tara Richmond and Shauna Carlucci. In the 3,000 club, we have Kristen Atkins in our First Business Center, and myself in the 10,000 club. So, guys, congratulations if your name was recognized for the week leg team volume. It means you're building your team and you're paying your business forward. So moving on, before I get into tonight's topic, are there any general questions from anybody about anything related with the team, with news announcements, or anything in general I can help you with? I just kind of like to open up in case there's any things that just come to mind. Anybody, if there is, just unmute your line. And I know there should be a lot more people on there that have their Coach Summit tickets, so comment on there. I'm reading that as I'm waiting if anybody has any questions. Kimberly, I will not be saying anything, I swear. Anybody? No. Okay. Guys, if there's no questions, I'm going to get right into tonight's topic. So let me just fix my screen here. Bear with me. All right, guys. So tonight's topic is going to be really about consistency. And I think this is probably one of the most important things when it comes to when the question is, what does it take to be a very successful coach? And the one thing we often hear is be here a year from now. That's one of the most common themes. And to start this call, I went back and I wanted to see on my Facebook, and as you guys know, on this Facebook, that you can in fact see through memories of where you were through the previous year. So when I was doing this, I just said I wanted to look, just to start off, to give a background of guys of, I think for the newer coaches or coaches that have been here under a year or under 2 years, this is my screen here on this day in August 21st. And when I go back through the years of stuff that I posted about of Beach By, so this, I'm just going to show you some stuff. 2016, August 21st, on vacation, talking about things that I was doing with health and fitness back in 2016. I'm just trying to find healthy lunch here, given what my lunch is. August 21st, 2015, personal development. This is 2 years ago to the day, 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Here's Christian talking with her Beachbody performance line. This is me talking about success as a journey a year ago, trying to see if we go back even more. I can learn anything, I know anything. This is me in 2014, sharing personal development. Yes, you can. 2014. And guys, I'm showing you this, and I want to see how far back it can go to let you guys know that consistency, I feel at times, is the one thing that I try to focus on no matter what, no matter where we are. All right? Right here, 2010. I didn't know how to post, as you can see, but up early doing insanity, then gymnastics for Cassidy. So talking about my workout, this is 7 years ago. Here's a video I shared at Tony Horton 7 years ago. So the point I'm trying to make, guys, this has been a 7-year process of not stopping. I first became a coach in the end of 2010. So you just have to stay the course, and that's a hard thing to do. So I'm going to give you guys 10 points with consistency, and I'm speaking on these 10 from my heart. Some of the things I talked to Kristen about, but some of the things that straight up is when I think of why do I feel consistency is most important if I was to self-reflect on myself. Number one, hope everybody has a pen and paper. It's how you start a habit. So with me, it's never about, am I going to work my business today? It's never about, oh, I have to check in with my groups. It's never about, oh, I need to post today. It has become part of my life. And they say 21 days takes to start a habit. But I can tell you right now, it is so embedded in my head that every single day when I wake up, it's workout, it's drinking my recovery drink, it's checking with my groups, it's going live on Facebook, it's doing it every day. I don't even think about it because it's become a habit. But the thing is that if you're not consistent, you will never get to the point when business will start happening. You'll have more of a habit of excuses of, I can't get to my business because, I can't get this done because. And with me, it's never, I can't do the business because, it's always, I just do my business. It's part of my life. It's like brushing my teeth. It becomes a habit. So number one is consistency is important because it's how you start a habit. Number two, window watchers will stop watching you. So what are window watchers? Some of you have heard this term. Some of you have not. These are the people that never like your post, that never comment, but are watching what you're doing. I've had people that have reached out to me after watching me for a month. I've had people that have reached out to me after watching me for well over 2 years. And what they say is that they've been following me for a year, 2 years, a couple of months. I know this happened to some people right in my cup team. I believe it was Kelly. And they said, I've been following and watching you for all this time, and you obviously are the person that can help me. And this is the thing. It's like opening up a restaurant. This is an example I like to use, and I know Kristen has used this example. if you open a restaurant, you own a new Italian restaurant with food, and you start closing your restaurant on Friday nights and just don't show up, and then again on Sunday, and the next week, we're going to close down on Wednesday, people will stop coming to your restaurant because they're watching and you're not always there. So your window watchers, the people that you don't even know exist, when you stop, you lose them without a doubt. When you stop, they're going to see that you're not consistent in what you're doing and you're not the person they should go to. And it's very important, team, because like I've said last week, if we're all selling the same exact programs and supplements, the difference is you. And this business holds no prejudice. If you're not succeeding in this business, it's 100% on you, and a lot of times it's your lack of consistency. Number 3, consistency conveys your outlook and attitude. Consistency conveys your outlook and attitude, because when you're consistent, you're doing the things that you need to be doing no matter what happens in your life. And you're also talking about your future, you're talking about your vision, especially in this business, because you're sharing your why, you're sharing your journey, which I say over and over, you have to be storytelling what you're going through. And you may be sharing your struggles, but we've taught everybody that you have to share how you're going to overcome your struggles. That shows the positive attitude. We all control our attitude. We cannot control what happens to us, but you 100% control how you react to what happens. So when you're consistent, people are going to see in good times and in bad your outlook in life and your attitude. Number 4, and I'm going to repeat this a couple of times because this is an important thing that I read and I wrote down that I want to give to you guys. Consistency is needed for your brand. And I'm going to repeat this. Successful brands are based on authenticity drawn from real achievements, real strengths, and real emotions that are alive and well. I'm going to say that again. Consistency is needed for your brand. Successful brands are based on authenticity drawn from real achievements, real strengths, and real emotions that are alive and doing well. That means the brand, this is me just speaking, that means, guys, that the brand is you. You are the brand. You are not Beachbody. And when you're sharing your good times, your bad times, how you're going to overcome them, and you're creating a story that people can connect to consistently, people are going to see your authenticity. They're going to see that you're real. They're going to see that you have real achievements. They're going to see that you continue to show up. When you stop and disappear, you're not authentic. You're not able to share the ups and downs because you disappear. So again, consistency is needed for your brand. I'm repeating the number 4. Successful brands are based on authenticity, drawn from real achievements, real strengths, and real emotions that are alive and doing well. Number 5. And I think this one plays into a lot of the summertime, and it plays into a lot of what we're going through, people go through and what they're dealing in their life. Number 5, it's times that life is hardest that consistency is most important. It's times that life is hardest that consistency is most important. Let me explain. When life knocks you down and strips you to the core, or the most common things that get in your way, this time of year I'm going to use vacations. People are, doing a lot of different barbecues, things with their family. Or on the flip side, you have a sickness in your life. You're going through a death in your family. Not like to use, but we use when Kristen's mom passed away, right? In those couple of months that were hard for us. Those are the hardest times in your life. But this is very important, guys. Pay attention to this. This is when, if you're still consistent and getting your workouts done and letting people see that, it's going to show 1,000 times over that you are authentic and real about what you're doing and you're not fake. Because people that try to live a healthy lifestyle, we're not perfect, so we're sharing our struggles, but people that live a healthy lifestyle and we talk about how we want to add value to people, and how we work through hard times and how we're doing our personal development, and you disappear during vacations, family barbecues, or when you're dealing with the trial and tribulation in your life, people will see through you. I think that when you're sharing, when you're going through a difficult time in your life, that you're still focused to move forward. You're not, we all deal with our trials and tribulations, but you're showing how you're handling it. You can share your struggles, but how are you sharing it? You're still showing up. People connect to that. It's like it's weight in gold. People have messaged Kristen and I, when we've gone through the roughest times, and have literally said, we connect with you guys because you're authentic. You're there no matter what. Or when we're on vacation, when we were at Disney World, we worked out every single day. We said there is no excuse with Beachbody On Demand. We got our work it done. Our health is our priority to our kids. Our vehicle is Beachbody, but we want to be there for our kids and our grandkids. That's our why. That's the message we shared. We didn't let going away, or we don't let difficulties in our life. Or a couple of nights ago, I had a very rough takedown with the state police, and I shared how I was overwhelmed, but how I'm going to overcome it. I didn't disappear for 2 days. So I think this is so important because, again, it's times that life is hardest that consistency is most important, because when you disappear and they all of a sudden you're preaching one thing on social media and you disappear when life gets in the way, people can see you as fake. I'm just going to call it as it is because that's the truth. You have to realize that it's worth its weight in gold when you do share during those times. And just be honest. Like that one night, I was struggling with what to post, and Kristen had to remind me, just share what you're going through. If you're struggling, with something going on in your life, like keep showing up, get your workout in, let people know that. If you're away or you're at a family barbecue and your diet stunk, share that. But don't disappear for 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 days and just disappear. No. Number 6, getting momentum back is twice as hard when you stop. Getting momentum back is twice as hard when we stop. I love the example of Darren Hardy in The Compound Effect. And he talks about pumping a water well. And he talks about that when you first start to get trying to get water to the top of that water well that you're pumping, it's so hard to pump up and down, and you're working so hard. And you're trying to gain momentum of the water to come out, and you're working, and you feel like you're not getting anywhere. And then all of a sudden, poof, the water starts coming out of the water well, and it's flowing like a hose. And then you slowly can pump your pump down slower, right? It's easier because the water's coming out. It's the same in this business. Once you get momentum and you're forming the habit and you're consistent and you overcome that beginning time of getting momentum, it becomes a groove. It becomes easier. When you stop, as if you stopped in the water well, to start up again, you have to start all over from the bottom, right? It's also the example I talk about in Coach Basics, that it's kind of like running up the down escalator. You're trying to run up the down escalator. It's so much work. You're not getting anywhere, and you're just about at the landing of that down escalator, and something happens in your life and you stop, you immediately go to the bottom instantly. And then you have to start all over again. It's fact. It happens in business too. Okay? It happens in business too. So when you're not consistent, starting up again is twice as hard. Number 7, and this one I know, again, is truthful. All these are just dead on because I think about it and it comes from other successful coaches and what they're doing or what they're not doing. And number 7, no one who is truly successful ever stopped then started. You will not find an elite coach in the network. You will not find Melanie Mitro. You will not find my success partner, Scotty Hobbs. You will not find the other people, 5-star diamonds and above, that start and stop. Every one of these points, they're nailing it. Like 120%, 24/7, 365. I don't see any other leaders in the Facebook group they call it the round table now, it's not the wall, in there that are truly succeeding when I watch them, that are not killing every one of these points. They don't start and stop. They're very good at documenting their life and leveraging social media.
And it doesn't mean they don't struggle.
Exactly. And Kristen, Kristen said, it doesn't mean they don't struggle, because they do. The point is they're sharing their struggles. They're still present, right? Kind of like a couple nights ago, I was struggling and I shared it. Just share with what's going on in your mind. Share your story. The best storyteller wins is what Gary Vaynerchuk always says. So that's number 7. Number 8, I like this one. Consistency builds respect. And I just think of that from talking to other leaders and even messages that I've got with people see how consistent you are no matter what, and it builds respect. Guys, when you get respect, people are going to want to come to you over another coach. People are going to want to come to you because they know you're going to be there for them as their coach. They know that you're not going to stop like the wind changes. If you start and stop and start and stop, you're not going to have the respect because they don't want a coach that's going to start and stop. If your social media is a mess of all just problems and antics and you're not talking about solutions, nobody's going to come to you for a solution. They'll come to you if you're having a problem, but you're showing how you're trying to overcome it, even if you're struggling. You just have to be consistent because you'll get respect out of what you're going through by sharing that. That's number 8. Number 9, this is a quote that I read and I've done posts about it. Hustle beats talent when talent doesn't hustle. Hustle beats talent when talent doesn't hustle. Guys, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to use this as an example of what's going on with me personally, Kristen, and everything with the UK. I'm not the best social media person. I'm not even the best YouTube or video person, not even close. Scotty Hobbs kills me with it, and he's my success partner. Kristen documents stuff a lot better on social media, right? There are a lot more coaches out there, females, that are crushing it or are more talented than me when it comes to social media. But my motto is I won't be outworked. And right now I'm putting in that I'm just going to work harder than anybody else in the network when it comes to the UK group. I'm just going to beat everybody at the game. I'm just going to put in more hours. I don't care that you're more talented than me because hustle beats talent when talent doesn't hustle. And right now, the amount of failures and struggles and times I'm like, I'm throwing the towel in. Even this weekend, I'm like, I can't do it. I'm struggling. Kristen could tell you I'm struggling. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to outwork everybody. That's not me saying I'm actually going to do it because there's people out there that I know that are in worse situations than me that are doing more than me and better. And that's what keeps me like to remember that there's people out there that are in a tougher spot than me in life that are crushing this. So it keeps me focused. But in my head, the approach I get is you won't outwork me. That's just the way it is. And I feel that the reason why Chris and I have, 400 and over 400 people in our UK group is because I've just been willing to out-hustle everybody. That's what it comes down to, and it comes with consistency. Don't worry about the comparing game. Don't worry about being better. Don't worry about comparing your chapter 1 to my chapter 12. Don't worry about that you may be a coach and you're looking at diamonds and they seem so far away. You work with what you have, with where you are, and just outwork everybody else. Because if you live with that, you will win, period. That's what it comes down to. You just got to have that mindset. You're unstoppable. That's it. Hustle beats talent when talent doesn't hustle. That's just the way I go with it. And it's the honest truth. And each and every one of you has the ability to do that, which goes into my last point, number 10. It's 100% your choice to be consistent, and you have 100% control of what you do with it. It's 100% your choice to be consistent, and you have 100% control of it. Guys, I put a post up today that I use the eclipse as the example, that in life's darkest moments, the stars shine brightest. And today, in the darkest moment of the solar eclipse, right after that was the brightest moment of the sun. You can't control your past. You can't control what happened, but I know tomorrow we all have a clean canvas and we can paint the picture of our life of what we want it to be because we have a choice. Maybe you're not happy with your finances right now. Maybe you're not happy with your relationships. Maybe you're not happy with the joy you have in your life. Maybe you're not happy with your marriage or the amount of friends you have. And that's okay. But I know tomorrow you have 100% control of the choices you make. And you could create and paint that new picture. You can create your new starting line. You can move forward. You have the choice to be consistent. You may say right now, David, I'm batting 50% on these 10 points. Maybe you're batting 90%. Maybe you're batting 10%. But I know this, after this call, tomorrow's a new day, and you control what you do with it. 100%. Nobody else. And I say these, guys, because I want you to believe in yourself. Don't worry and don't compare about anybody else. This is a you versus you game. You just need to be more consistent than you were on yourself yesterday. You can do it. We're human beings. We have amazing ways to adapt and overcome and face adversity in life. That's what's amazing with life. We have, with people and human beings, we have a choice. And I share these, guys, because every one of these things I've been through, the trials and tribulations, the burnout of 2 full-time jobs, of leading the team, and so much more. But these 10 points is my life every single day. I will not stop. I will not surrender. I won't let life knock me down. I struggle. I get stressed out. I compare. I do all of those things. Trust me, I have my demons too. But I focus on the task at hand, and I just try to be the best version of myself today because I want to be the best parent, father, husband for my kids and anybody else whose lives I can impact every single day. So, guys, those are my 10 points. I challenge you to be more consistent and to go after this, because if you do these, there's no way you will lose. You won't. You will be in a different place in 30, 60, 90 days from now. I believe that. All right, guys, that is all I have for my 10 points. I want you to be able to self-audit yourself. My last point, not point, but my recap is this. Be able to look in the mirror tonight and be self-aware and self-audit yourself. Stop telling yourself that you're perfect and you're great, because you're not. Every single night, where can I improve and what can I do better? If you can't self-audit yourself, you're never going to grow. So look at these 10 points. Give yourself a grading score of 1 to 10. Add them up. See where you're at. And be truthful, because the worst thing you can do is lie to yourself. We think that when we lie to other people and that we try to be a public success, but we're a private failure, right? When we try to do that, you're fronting that. But at the end of the day, the person you can't lie to at the end of the day is yourself. And there's no worse feeling. Self-audit yourself, team. See where you can improve. And make tomorrow a new day, a new canvas, and a new picture, and go out there and give me 120%. Guys, have an amazing Monday. Have an amazing week. Love all you guys, Team Perseverance. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.